Whenever you get involved in a large corporate collapse, whether it's Arrium, whether it's an airline, whatever it is, the starting point practically is to identify the key stakeholders. So who are the key stakeholders in the collapse of Arrium?
Arrium operates in all the states and territories of Australia. At the time of its collapse, it had pretty close to 10,000 employees. One of the major sites of Arrium is mining and minerals that's coming out of South Australia. It was a significant factor in the South Australian state election.
And what you have to work out in any of these corporate collapses is, what does each stakeholder want and how am I going to deal with each stakeholder? And they're all going to lawyer up.
Just in terms of some of the numbers, there were over 30,000 customers of Arrium, so it's a huge business running all over Australia and in 12 different countries.
You had chaos, uncontrolled pandemonium, and there had been a plan to appoint one firm of administrators, and they were not appointed, and this meant you had a free fall. The US guys call this a free fall insolvency. I think when ANZIT collapsed at the first creditors meeting, there were 5,000 unionists who blamed Air New Zealand, who owned ANZIT, for the failure of the ANZIT Airlines. And there was such antipathy in the meeting room, 5,000 people screaming about it, and someone from Air New Zealand, who they blamed for the failure, nominates for the committee. And I remember it broke into a chant of bastards, uncontrollable, bastards, just an uncontrollable chant across the room. And I was at that point advising Greg Combay, who was then the secretary of the ACTU, and I said, get up on the stage and welcome Air New Zealand on the committee. The thing that I love about corporate restructuring is no case is ever the same.
Yeah.
No case is ever the same. I could probably have spent 2 or 3 hours telling you about the unique and bespoke solutions to a number of corporate collapses or near corporate collapses. They're all different. But the great thing about the area is you're educated about all these things you know nothing about.